It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Detroit Lions. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time. They've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over. They've seen a lot at this point in their career and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off in Detroit. Khalif Raymond to return it. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Okay, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills. And it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They kick the running back in motion. To throw again here, 2nd and 10. It's Goff. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Off play action, Goff. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Running it with David Montgomery. Into the second level past the 30. And that's good for a first down.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Montgomery goes up and over for the touchdown. The Lions take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. David Montgomery with the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here are the Bengals now as they get set for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
Burrow's first play going to the air. And his first pass falls incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Burrow out of the shotgun. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's brought down at the 44. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Here's Brown again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. They'll run again with Brown. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play. Pickup of 6, and now they've got 3rd and 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Go left side, and Gesicki has it.
Got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Now this is out of bounds, and what a beauty. He coffin cornered it well. They're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. So the Lions headed out for their second drive of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
The drive picks up here, first and 10. They bring their tight end left. They go play action with Goff. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
2nd and 6 now. He won't be able to make the catch. It's incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Goff on 1st and 10. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing again, it's Goff. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he gets him around 6 there. Play brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 42. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
I'm sure Coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They're set up at the 35 now. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Laporta with the grab. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Trying again following the sack. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Montgomery scores! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions pull out in front further, 13-zip. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Cincinnati headed back out for its 2nd drive now. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He beams one deep right side. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Catch made by Chase Brown. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. To throw again, it's Burrow. A quick slant. Here's Gesicki. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. It's a 2-score game early. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance. 3rd and short, it's Burrow. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. A very short kick here from the right hash. Butker knocks it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Greg Reynolds to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Lions and running back David Montgomery getting back to work. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Bronk. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing is gone. Got Williams, and it's complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
From the gun, Goff. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Handoff running right, Montgomery. And he's brought down after a short gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Patrick with the catch. 12 yards on that play and a good call, nets him the 1st.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Rush coming for Goff. Right, reels it in. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap here to Goff. That's caught for the 1st. And he's got enough to move the sticks.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. And he's got it! That's a layout for it, but touchdown! The Lions make it a 3-possession game. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can, and certainly was effective.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions push their lead to 18. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Burrow. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Burrow from the gun. Oh, he's in trouble here. He'll go down. The Lions got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So out now comes the punter. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Collects this at the 35. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Running left, it's Montgomery. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Mike Hilton getting up there for the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Goff on 3rd. Taking a deep shot here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the fourth down punt for the Lions. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Tackled by Jack Campbell. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. It's a design boot. It is caught left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Now Burrow. Fits it through the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Higgins makes the catch. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Brown on the inside give. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That one gains 7. And it'll be 1st down Bengals.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. From the gun, a give to Brown.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Completes this one to Chase. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Burrow to the air now. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away. Looking for the back that time. So it's going to be 4th and short.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Butker knocks it through, and that lowers the deficit to 15. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Lions getting ready to return to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
On 1st down, it's Goff. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And the Bengals nearly take it back for a pick 6, but he's stopped at the very last moment.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
So now here comes the Bengals on offense. They're sure to be appreciative of this as they start out 1st and goal from the 4. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And he makes the catch. Did he get both feet in? No! Oh, so close to 6. Incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals get it back to within 1 score.
Bengals 13.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Reynolds with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down throw from Goff. Setting up the screen. He's still going at the 30. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
St. Brown there to bring it in. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Goff. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
That's caught at the 4. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help them get some points here going into the half. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. A final throw before the break. That's Gesicki. He's got it. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. We've arrived at halftime here in Detroit. The Lions defending their building. They've got the lead at the break. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. In that first half, it was David Montgomery who proved to be tough to stop. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Out come the Bengals. It's their ball first, leaving the locker room. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Burrow. No place to go, so he just threw it away. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Burrow setting to throw. Completed over the middle. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. To the sideline, complete, and he's got the 1st down as he stays in bounds.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Play action now, Burrow. Jump off, caught by his back.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that camouflage. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Burrow setting up the play action. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. Pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive. Because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. Burrow. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field. Not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Punt team on the field. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. He puts some juice on a deep, big gain downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
Well, the offense wanted to spark, and he delivered a lightning bolt. Huge gain that totally changes the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Goff on 1st and 10. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. A quick slant. Here's Laporta. And he'll go down here at the 16.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
A toss play, Montgomery. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They go play action with Goff. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions push their lead further to start the half. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions push their lead to 18.
Bengals 13.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Long shotgun handoff to Brown. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there, so consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. It is cut left side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Lions will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Goff. Has the connection to right. This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by the veteran, Von Bell.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward and keeps you on schedule. Makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun. Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Extra DB out there for the Bengals. 3rd down coming. Goff. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Finds Laporta. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Remain Pratt with the play defensively.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. It's Montgomery on the counter. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Goff now on 3rd down. And the Bengals are too much. They take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This defense has left its imprints all over the quarterback, and there's another one. You really can't hold it that long after the snap, Kate. It's 1,001, 1,002, and then somebody's on their way to getting you and dropping him for a sack.
The Lions readying for the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Bengals football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, Brown. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That extra half second, Kate, that's it. You know, we talk about timing in the passing game all the time and precision. It's the same thing with the drop. If you have too long of a delay, you give a D-tackle like that a chance to get home and make a play.
And the Lions into a nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That's caught for the 1st. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against a front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
2nd and 6 coming up here. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 47. On the move, headed right. He's calling his own number again. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
A quick slant. Here's Gesicki. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Burrow out of the shotgun. Pass caught along the sideline by Gesicki. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. To throw again, it's Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Man in motion, out of the slot. 3rd and short, it's Burrow. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Called in left side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Still sticking with the passing game. Caught near the goal line. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals make it an 11-point ball game.
Bengals 20.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. Off play action, Goff. He's going to push one deep down the right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Motioning the tight end now. Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. He finds Laporta. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
They'll bring out the punter here. Jack Fox will kick it away. Getting about 50 yards of boots so far, and here's another quality effort. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Going with Brown on the ground. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the 29. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing from the gun. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
First down, ball at the 36. Here's Burrow. Got his target, it's Higgins. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Burrow setting to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Looking to throw, Burrow. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open and beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They motion the tight end over. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Kirby Joseph picks it.
You know, one of the beauties of the game of football is it never sits still. It's constantly adapting. And that nickel defense right there, critical in taking the ball away. And when you think about nickel defense, you think about Rondé Barber, won the Hall of Fame in the summer of 2023, really revolutionizing the position of the nickelback. That nickel defender and that nickel defense, critical in that takeaway we just saw.
The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Laporta with the grab. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Montgomery. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll run again with Montgomery. And he'll maybe get 2 out of that, and that play brings us to the 2-minute warning. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. They are coming off their 1st interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. 1st down, Burrow to throw. That's completed right side. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. Look, Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. Offense to the line for second down. Another try following the sack. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. Going the other way, Lions have it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
The offense headed out now for Detroit. And this one, just a formality till the clock runs out. It's only one timeout remaining to stop it. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. This will be a nice win for the Lions, who draw closer to it as they take a knee. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Lining up to take a knee on second down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Setting up for the kneel down on third. It goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. And the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ball game.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, your friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.